Yeah, the trade peek in, it was almost Freiburg going down, but they now have a man advantage. The problem is the time. 30 seconds left to make their move. The peek out from Apex, he's not going to connect, and Blame comes in with 2 back. It's left all onto RPK, and he's got a rotation still to come in before he's anywhere near that site, and Freiburg will execute him before he gets the chance. Heroic onto the board, being very patient, but not really knowing too much, and actually the flashbang comes out, leaves MBK in a little bit of a spot. Gonna take it back in return as well, but again, 30 seconds left as they now look to try and make their move towards this A site. It's worked before, but are they gonna get caught? They will! ZywOo with 3 aggressive picks and leaves them in trouble. It will be the cleanup as Apex gets a double himself.
4-3 now, as Team Vitality take another round here. This matchup, though, being far more entertaining than the last one, Tom.
Yeah, well, what we expect? Oh my goodness.
I think the save would probably be the best option, especially with 35 seconds left. The bomb in such an awkward scenario, but the orb's going to be taken out of hand as MBK makes it 4. And this one's still just as audacious as those shotguns.
Oh. Is he going to be able to get the ace? Yes, he is. A sick round from MBK. That's an opportunity for Blame. He's going to take it as well. There's a few low players now. This is starting to get a little bit dicey for the CT side, these. And it's not looking like that's fixed just yet. Again, the clock ticks low. Nade. Oh, it could be enough. Actually, no. NATO's going to find the kill. A missed shot from ZywOo as well. Gives them some space to play with. But MBK is still going. However, he falls as well. Back into this 2 versus 2. They need to get on towards the sights. Down hits the shot. And now it's left onto ZywOo. That's Attack looking to try and plant the bomb. Peeks out, and ZywOo will just hold on.
Try and spot out the tiptoes of Freiburg as he may actually just walk into the crosshair of MBK. So close there, getting spotted, but instead, Stown goes down. Blame FA able to find the frag onto Alex there towards B short. So maybe the B site should be the way, or the A site, excuse me, should be the way they go.
Careful that they are just around his angle. If they can clear him out, they have free roam. Of this B site, it still gets a kill. I don't know how, but that is the B site now open. The rotation going to start coming back as now we have RPK and Apex both here again. 20 seconds left on the clock. RPK, the tank kicked things off, and he has to do it all, and he does as well. 3 kills for RPK. I think he might still have it. Yeah, this is pretty audacious playing a shotgun towards long.
But lots of noise being made towards Party from a few of the players here from Heroic. The AWP face coming in from Attack, not really going to work in his favor. Alex as well towards B short. Gets the exchange onto NATO, and just like that, it's all down to Stown and Blame F. 2 versus 2, 40 seconds remaining on the clock.
For them, if they can clear out Stown on these close positions, but they don't expect him to be there. And that'll be the first. Is left onto RPK again to try and clutch this one out. Peeks in, finds the first, and has to try and work out where Blame is. He gets it right, and it's close. But Blame will win the clutch this time, and it is a 4th round on the board for the Danes.
Connect is a big position to have here, so this is an important duel.
And this time MBK is going to win it. Stown has done some good work over into the connector, but if Heroic can steal this round away, there's a chance, and MBK goes peeking, and he's going to be punished for it. However, ZywOo's there with the AWP to keep that man advantage alive. The bomb's dropped, and oh, Apex, this is just cruel. He's going to go peeking in from behind. NATO expects it as well, though. Maybe he should be sticking with the rifle. He's been doing well with it in this match, at least. And brings it into a 3 versus 3. No opportunity for a trade at all in that one. And Blame, the entry fragger extraordinaire, this time will be put down by the tank.
So with the angle, no flashbang coming out, it seems, from Heroic, but he manages to bait out the shot with the shoulder, but ZywOo gets it, goes for the second as well, and finds it onto Freiburg. 9-4. You know, obviously, Town Vitality put a lot of confidence and stock inside him. And Attack have already made their way up through the monster tunnel.
Yeah, they've got to be careful, though. The CTs are definitely aware they gave up this position. There is Freiburg able to pick off the first. A little bit of nade damage, and a second one for Freiburg as well. I said this would be one good round to step up, and that's exactly what's happened. Freiburg with 4 kills in this round. The 1 rifle takes them over the board, and that'll be a 5th round for Heroic. But you've got to hope for Heroic's sake they're able to keep this fairly close. Keep that 9-6. We mentioned earlier that the last couple of games they've played against.
On the maps following on Nuke and Dust 2. MBK trying to make it 2 for 2 there with the Deagle.
Vitality have made the read, and no surprise, they've got it spot on. ZywOo going to be ready and catches yttertag, and he had the bomb as well. So that's definite information that they're going to be here. The crossfire there for Alex to now pick off one more, and the clock starts ticking as well. But it may not be needed. friberg has to do everything, and he's giving it a good go, but it isn't quite going to be enough. The pistols are enough for Vitality, as they will take themselves double digits. We're going to look into what they're going to be able to do on the CT side. Pistol, an aggressive start from the teaser. Just going to go running in. ZywOo looking to lead the charge, and NATO caught completely off guard and blind as well. Stown tries his best, but MBK will dominate him as well. And what almost looks like a little bit of a fake, considering how far back the bomb is, has just turned into what the round is now. It's like, oh, you killed everyone.
He hasn't got a kit, but I'm not sure if Vitality would realize that just yet. Oh, nearly had the lineup there onto Apex's dome.
A lot of utility already gone for the opposing side. Tag missing the shot again. We're going to start to get their move on, get their push going in towards the site. They've got to be wary of Blame, but, well, he's gone, and so is friberg. And the defense falls away as it's left onto the remaining two players, and I think it looks like NATO's already fallen into a save.
3 players towards A from Heroic. friberg there towards Connector. Speaking of his name, Alex does go down. So 4 versus 5 early. Heroic putting a lot of stock here towards the A side, really expecting Vitality to make that move. But so far on their defaults, they have been sending 3 here early on. Usually Apex alone towards B short. But this time then, RPK finds one, nearly the second as well onto NATO Sapphics, but the smoke there towards Connect is going to deny NBK from going through it and trying to get that trade frag onto NATO. In the meantime, though, Tom, I was going to say Apex has made his way out towards B, but friberg again silences any chance of an upset happening towards that site.
Oh, friberg even going to take that one as well. I think saving yttertag, if anything.
Don't think he's here for the round win, but if you could try and take 1 or 2 weapons out of the hands of the CTs, that would be just enough. That's one. yttertag is low, remember, but the headshot there with the Mag 7 is enough to silence ZywOo.
Damage done onto the nade thrown in towards Monster, and well, Apex now looking for that opening pick. Oh, the timing, but the flashbang's actually very good. He's so blind, he doesn't realize NATO's next to him, and somehow he ends up with 2 kills. The problem is, the T's have still traded 2 back. Quick possibility for yttertag to join the party is now we see that push in, but the clock really is ticking. friberg has the chance to do it all as he will pick up the kill. Trade back from RPK. They know they need to clear him, but they just can't. It's all down to friberg at the moment. He's trying to find MBK, but isn't able to connect the shots. And now MBK left into the 1 versus 2. Gonna look for the crossover, but friberg is just tanking it at the moment. Yeah, it's definitely looked like he's here to play. It's a few of the other players you have to ask questions of. That's one of them, yttertag, starting things off. Step made though, but maybe that's part of the game as the flashbang comes through. How does I guess Alex must have been blinded. That's the only real explanation for not being able to connect the shot there. Clock ticking away. Sub 20 seconds as they look to try and get into this A site. Smoke going to be going down. Stown already picking up 1, and well, they're falling apart. Alex just trying to save the AWP, and it isn't going to happen again. friberg stepping up to the plate.
A lot indeed. B short has been a point of contention for both these teams. Alex now going for the spam back, but Blame F. I saw the warbang. It was actually towards the playground there, towards the A half of the map. So ZywOo uncharacteristic whiff there on towards the players at B. Down at that. So players dropping 1 by 1 here. All down to Alex towards the B bomb. So he has the bomb at least, has a silver lining, but there's 4 players here. We're going to be taking him down. 14-11, and all of a sudden, Tom, you blink and you miss it. Tunnel all towards the sewer tunnel there at B short, and as I said, that he does walk through it and walk straight into his demise there. That's MBK. They left as well, catching ZywOo off guard. 5 versus 3. It seems like now, Tom, the aggression coming out from Heroic has really started to find some success here, as it's down to RPK and Alex, and it's looking very likely we witness that 14-13 scoreline.
Yeah, they're almost starting to dominate.
Excuse me. It was something close to that either way. But yeah, definitely been a lot more quiet here on this T side.
There we go, though. Already NATO through the smoke, able to pick off the first, but they have gained quite a bit of ground. They've got to be a bit careful here as MBK is going to find one, Apex with another. We know how powerful the pistols from this side can be.
But MBK, with that deagle, has found 1 headshot already. Could try and make it 2. Oh, there it is. Blame F goes down. S-Attack now with the AWP in the 1 versus 2, but the bomb is in the open. This is the advantage he may have. If he whips out the pistol especially, he could definitely be claiming the clutch here as he is so close towards that B default bomb side as he comes here with the off angle towards the pillar. Alex is caught off guard by the body shot, and the Deagle is so close to be able to take down MBK, and there it is, the clutch from S-Attack. Exactly where S-Attack wants them, directly in his scope.
Blame here footsteps there. I think he has. He definitely knows that there's players around these angles, just wary of players being on long, but he knows that they're pre-fires and gets himself to possibly the most crucial double we've seen from Heroic so far, as he gives them a 5v2. As they were so far behind, they now look to take this over the line as ZywOo and Alex, the two newest members joining this trio, to try and turn this back, and left onto the man himself. It cannot be done. Heroic win 11 rounds in a row on the CT side to close out a map that I could safely say we never believed they were going to be taking. Sort of surprising that he had such a big game. Like, as I said, it's something we haven't seen for a long time. And there he is again. Good start, but it is going to be traded back straight away from RPK. T-side start from Vitality, but they have started strong. 2 opening kills on towards that A site. S-Attack looking to try and rotate in, but he can't do anything about the bomb plant.
Down. Spotting out MBK there. Unable to get the frag just yet. MBK wary as to the players now pushing ramp in towards Radio Room. And there's 2 players as well. NATO Safix backed up by Stown into, as we said, the 4 versus 3. So they can now try to corner off MBK here, playing outside the squeaky door, but MBK with 1. MBK as well trying to go for that second kill, as it is the exchange up close. Has the backup as well of RPK. Although, NATO Safix with 1. What a strange occurrence here towards this Radio Room. What on earth is going on? NATO Safix running out of bullets. Players running out of health apparently as well. But it will be Alex to eventually secure the deal. 1-0 there. That was such a strange round.
This is just going to leave them without too much information of whether or not there's been a rotation. S-Tag will be there. The Mag 7, $900. Even just some bonus cash is nice.
As now Vitality make their way in towards A main, and eventually concluding towards the A site. S-Attack up close with the shotgun, gets 1. Traded out fast, though, by MBK. But not before Stown founds 2, and tries to go for the 3rd as well to get that last one into MBK.
There's not going to be any push through it. They're just waiting patiently. Heroic taking their time. Nade going to go through, and Blame will hit the shot with the USP. Heroic bounce back on the CT side, and well, looking like it's just going to be a brute force issue for this T side, but it seems like a good read coming out from NATO. Underneath the vent, is able to catch 2 as they tried to drop down. Freiberg also with another double onto that MP9, and Alex now left all alone. Keep money and upgrade. Now they get some free weaponry as well in the form of Freiberg, and NATO with a fantastic round. A triple kill from him.
But Alex should be clearing the craze. He spots the head, but actually no, Blame F with the first one.
You got to be scared if you're Blame, and well, he will eventually go down. This battle outside has left both teams wounded. S-Attack just waiting patiently. A standoff between the 2, and ZywOo, ever patient, is going to get the victory. And actually, NATO's going to go down as well. It's left on to Stown and Freiberg. Maybe a position isn't checked properly, but Freiberg peeking out will give it away. And now Stown has to pull off something incredible, and MBK will spot him out.
And they can go down Secret. But S-Attack here with the great angle as he does pin down the first shot onto MBK.
Yeah, RPK low as well. It won't matter. It's the orb doing the damage, and he faces off against ZywOo once again, but it's still just trying to buy time. He's already done enough, and he gets a 3rd as well. ZywOo this time punished for his aggression, and S-Attack stepping up big when needed. This is a chance to bounce straight back. Apex, however, has gained a lot of ground. It seems like Stown is more than aware that this is possible, but he looks away at the wrong time. However, he turns back, gets given a chance, and S-Attack with a quad kill.
Can't really see it from that angle.
S-Attack, however, is already here. The clock starting to tick, and he's actually going to go through the smoke. He's waiting for Alex, but he misses, and that's the opener they needed. S-Attack and NATO both go down at the same time. There's already been a rotation around. The T's taking positions together, playing the anti-flash RPK. He gets 1, and actually Apex caught out without his gun in hand. Blame has got 2 back. Nice shot from Alex through the door, and eventually they do close it out.
Yeah, still 10 to 7, I believe, right now.
I think he was 10 and 2. Okay.
Yeah, more statistics as well to come. So far, Heroic have won 10 out of their 11 entry duels thus far on this map. Goes to show how strong their entries have been on their CT side when they had been playing aggressive. But speaking of aggressive, it's ytbusinesscsgo with 2 from the elevated angle there to take down RPK and Apex, but may be here just in time, and he is. We'll be taking down MBK. So 7-5 here for Heroic on their CT side. Garage. Oh, MBK, look what he's got to. Already in towards A main, finds one onto Freiburg. It's down though, playing towards the default side, able to trade back 3. My goodness, now into the 2 versus 3. Vitality have brought this one back, but it's an even exchange.
Yeah, Alex, though, has caught off one more. Stown needs the ace. That should be the 4th, although it's close. It comes out anyway, he has to trade for the AK, and he finds the kill as well. An ace for the youngster. I mentioned him as someone to watch, and he's definitely proving it now. 20 kills to his name.
Yeah, this is the caster's curse, right? But speaking of curses, Pistols charging down an AWP, but ytbusinesscsgo managed to keep his cool for 1. But RPK had the fast trade back. Freiburg's made his way onto the scene. He's found 1, 2, and maybe the 3rd as well, but not quite. Luckily for him, though, ytbusinesscsgo is there to get the spray transfer and transfer us into the second half. 10-5. Can Heroic try and make it the 2 apiece and the 2-0? Let's see then, 10-5, as you said, a few of the players here playing so well for Heroic. Freiburg was one of them, the last one, especially as it is going to be a cluster here towards Ram, but a cluster which ends in an even exchange. 2 players apiece here for both of these teams. As Apex is towards the B bomb site. RPK, they're playing towards A. And BlameF and ytbusinesscsgo are grouped up together here with the bomb towards Ramp, and Apex is starting to apply the pressure here with 1. Kill onto ytbusinesscsgo as it all comes down to the very mighty.
He's going to spot out Apex, tries to fall back in within the smoke and just hope that Apex isn't going to manage some sort of fluky spam through. We will now see the rotation starting to come out from RPK, but he's actually going to be able to back away here. Now that could be something interesting. Apex going to try and bait him out, starting to spam through, and will catch him while he runs out of bullets. Apex wins that one and doesn't need the help from RPK. And that will be a 6th on the board now from Vitality. Instead, it's actually Freiburg gaining a hell of a lot of map control. The boost in from MBK, though, not going to be checked initially, and he gets 2. That's more than should have been achieved there, and Heroic are going to be kicking themselves. They're unable to clear him. Soon, 45 seconds left on the clock, but there you go. ytbusinesscsgo makes an opener, and Blame's all placed. He misses the spray completely. That's as messy as it can get. Worked wonderfully. Here's RPK coming, hits the shot onto 1, and now they know he's here. Do they expect ytbusinesscsgo? No, they don't, and they've turned this back. Freiburg again with a double, but ytbusinesscsgo with 3.
Based with the picks, they make their mid-round decision. It's very easy going from that. But
oh my God.
BlameF with the flashbang from Freiburg and ytbusinesscsgo, it's perfect. And it's going to be in the favor of, well, Heroic now. 3 versus 1. MBK all on his lonesome. But he has managed to find out where one player was, but it's BlameF from above. 14-7.
Well, I think it's something that's necessary. MBK, he's going to go down. He's been the one glimmer of hope in Vitality for this game. I'm not even sure if there's a player still. No, okay, there's 2. 11 frags is the next highest fragger from him on Vitality. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, you never expect to see this many players just falling flat all at the same time. There's a couple of kills every round that seem to bring a little bit of hope back, but Heroic are dominating. 15-7.
But up against them is ZywOo with the AWP, even though he has been very quiet so far. But good start here for Heroic. Freiburg playing so aggressive here. He's got 1, but Apex brings it back with 2. 4 versus 2 now as the players are all going down here for Heroic, but Freiburg again.
Patiently, Freiburg rounding into his crosshair, and he may have been quiet, but he's not going to miss that. Nato now left alone, going for the flash, trying to gain a little bit of ground, but what he doesn't realize is MBK is waiting just around the corner, peeks out, spots his opponent, needs this duel and won't have it. MBK continues to perform. Because it's going to be tough after that point to go, okay, what do we now do? Nato, quick push outside, but he's closed out by MBK. It seems like there's been an adjustment there, not playing these close angles anymore, a fallback, passive position.
Aggressive ytbusinesscsgo here is as well on his lonesome, trying to see if he can scout out the next kill onto MBK. He does see him, but misses the slight adjustment with the scope, but he does land the re-shot. Oh, and the kill as well onto ZywOo. That was very fancy. Now suddenly, Tom, we have a round.
Just going to be trying to avoid facing off against that angle. He picks into it, but now Alex doesn't connect. And now Freiburg's going to get that opener as well. And now look at Stown. He's waiting perfectly placed to take down Apex. It's left onto the tank to try and clutch us out. He knows where the youngster is, but there's nothing he can do. 30 kills coming in, or 31 in the last map from Freiburg. 29 now for Stown, with a big step up from Tag as well.